Welcome back to Star or Shovelware, my name's Luke, and it's time once again for us all to experience the delights of Midnight Works, as the latest title, Animal Transport Simulator, car driving and parking games Real Zoo Park, an apt name if I ever heard one, has just hit the eShop, and so to save you £5 and the pain of playing this one, I'll be taking another bullet to the knackersack and showing you exactly what's on offer here. And with a thumbnail like this, I'm expecting very little. So without further ado, let's get into it, and be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy my content and want to see more. Now, as per, absolutely no expense has been spared to make this one playable whilst docked, and so navigating the menus is done via the touchscreen, and you can't even start a level and then redock it in this one, so unfortunately it's an entirely handheld experience, which could prove to be quite convenient when you decide to throw your Switch in the bin. From the main menu though, we have our truck on shore, driver seated and ready to roll, with a stoned looking cow and camel glitching through the chassis, so already the quality is shining through with this one. Now we're able to claim our daily reward before starting, which earns us a few popcorn, and then heading into play we're given a selection of levels, 10 in total, with each one played in order. Selecting the first one, we're then treated to a short loading screen with this medieval peasant looking fella unloading a truck, and then we get to select our vehicle. And here comes our first spot of bullshittery, as the game's description says we have a dozen trucks to choose from, but in fact there are 3 in the game, all as shit as each other. Heading into the game though, we're instantly treated to this fucking racket, which I'd go so far as saying is even worse than the Swarm of Bees sound effect that the bikes make in RMX Real Motocross. But the fun doesn't stop there, no, because slap that bastard into reverse and things get even better. Just have a listen to this and tell me it doesn't make you regret having eardrums. Thankfully, you can silence this atrocity in the options menu, which is about the only decent thing the developer has done in the game. Now, gameplay itself is extremely simple, and it kind of plays like a shit game of Crazy Taxi without the crazy or the taxi, and your passengers are animals, which include plenty of cows, sheep, goats and camels, but no fucking crocodiles, so there's your second portion of bullshit to chow down on. Now you're given a generous time limit in which to follow the arrows to your drop-off point, and upon reaching it you're rewarded with cash, which can then be used to buy the other 2 vehicles that I mentioned. But none of the routes are particularly challenging, and in fact you don't even need to follow the arrows, you can just cut through the city and head right to the end point, which sees you able to wrap up a level in under a minute. Going by the eShop description, which says the game features more than 10 levels with different maps, I was under the impression that each of the levels we saw before contained a series of races and, as stated, different maps to race on. But in fact, 10 levels is all you're getting, or should I say 10 races on the exact same level, most of which depart from the farmyard and end in the city, and so the whole game will likely take you around 15 minutes at most to complete. Even worse is the fact that you're awarded around 5,000 coins per race, so you'll have enough to unlock all of the vehicles after about 5 of them, and regardless of which vehicle you choose, the routes are exactly the same. So yeah, an absolute fucking piss take, and going by the price tag, each level just cost me 50p to play, so money well spent there, wasn't it? Now before we wrap this one up, let's take a look at the last point in the eShop description, which describes the farm themed map as being beautiful. Well, most of the map is a city for a start, but taking a tour of the farm area we do get a few interesting features. There are a bunch of giant cows which stand about 2 feet taller than their owners. This fella, who I initially thought was breakdancing, but it turns out he's just running his way into the sky, holding a cane like some kind of shit Gandalf. This other bunch of cows all marching on the spot in a triangle with one missing member, some giant camels, a herd of deer performing some synchronised grass eating, and honeycomb-shaped logs stacked neatly into a pyramid shape. But again, no crocodiles in sight, nor are there any bears, zebra, pigs or elephant as displayed in the eShop listing. So yeah, all in all, another steaming pile of shite from Midnight Works, and it's about time Nintendo woke up to these fucking jokers and stopped letting them shit this garbage out onto the eShop. Until they do though, I'll keep making these videos, first and foremost to warn people of them, but secondly to hopefully provide a little bit of entertainment to you guys. And so if you did find this review entertaining, feel free to drop a like, and subscribe to the channel for more like it, as well as real reviews of actual games and other Nintendo Switch related content. For now though, as always, I just want to thank you all once again for watching, and until next time, take care of yourselves and game on.